robots?
Oh, they're everywhere.
Darren and I have a policy that covers us in case we're attacked by robots.
Robots are everywhere. Well, now there's a company that offers coverage against the unfortunate event of a robot attack. You need to feel safe.
Is artificial intelligence going to destroy us, or will it save us? Maybe neither. None of you have by now not heard of the growing development and reach of artificial intelligence in whatever guise it may come.
AI. You mean artificial intelligence?
You're obviously on the internet. You've heard the words ChatGPT and AI. You've undoubtedly seen AI-generated photos, heard about an artificial intelligence winning a game of chess with a human chess master, or maybe you've watched videos of robots running around. AI is here, but is it a good thing or bad? In the West, at least in the last few decades, we've certainly grown apprehensive about AI. Our movies, going back as far as I can remember, have frequently featured scenarios where AI takes over and robots run around killing us, or a super advanced computer ends the world with a nuclear war. I believe I recall one movie where a robot becomes obsessed with a woman and gets a bit, well, stalkerish. These film depictions have ranged from inconvenient problems to absolute shocking and horror. In some, we become slaves or are used as a power source while our minds are trapped in a computer simulation, forever condemned as a species to be used and thrown away. In fact, I cannot offhand recall a positive depiction of AI in the future from Western media. Maybe the Lost in Space television show. Possibly this is because AI and robots are the perfect and safe antagonist who can be used in much the same way Hollywood uses World War II Nazis or Imperial stormtroopers. Bad guys, most can agree, are okay to hate, to condemn, and to fight against. We're definitely captivated by the concept of AI and robots. It holds a place in our minds like magic or fantasy creatures used to. However, artificial intelligence has also become a frequent source for movies because the concern regarding the potential harm of AI is substantial and well-founded. These are a non-human intelligence without the moral compass and universal values of humans, without a soul, if you will, without life. Can you program these into an AI?
Care if I talk? I get kind of nervous when I take tests.
Just please don't move. Now answer as quickly as you can.
Sure.
Describe in single words only the good things that come into your mind. About your mother?
My mother?
Yeah.
Let me tell you about my mother.
Who controls what goes into that programming? Who watches the watchers? As example, people have tested the ChatGPT AI and found clear leftist social political bias in multiple areas. What it will recite, its word choices, talking points, search results, the definition it uses for things. AI used in social media and search engines like Google and Facebook appear to likewise have a bias programmed in. But is the AI truly adopting this bias? Does it have a real understanding of it? Aside from acting on these programs as it is directed to do, does it think and believe as leftists do? Could it? Or for that matter, is it capable of becoming a Trump supporter and adopting conservative values as its own and feel the need to send out MAGA robots to make America great again? While AI is functionally programmed to follow its directive codes, that is a far cry from its adopting or even understanding any moral, human concepts. After all, most of the life on this planet, while possessing some shared characteristics or day-to-day imperatives, nevertheless do not hold the same moral framework of many humans. I say many instead of most or all, for as you may have observed and experienced, there are people who just do not have a true moral framework to speak of. They consume whatever they want, they pursue their own personal desires and needs without the slightest concern over the opinions, feelings, or lives of those around them, without any grade of imperative like community, country, or God, no compassion or guilt, no internal dialogue, people who are only compelled into adherence to laws and rules by the consequences of violating them. Can we expect more out of AI? Even the most advanced social species on the planet, chimpanzees or ants, engage in war, slavery, rape, genocide, cannibalism, murder. If you're not part of the team, if you are not one of the tribe or colony, then you are one of the others. And when it comes to others, anything goes. A logical, arguably practical outlook, if lacking the deeper values, the higher philosophy at least that we in the Western world try, if at times with difficulty, to adhere to. But is there anything more other than an artificial intelligence that is neither human or, technically, by current definitions, even alive? Aliens, perhaps, could be considered as other as AI. Yet early scientists and fiction writers expressed as deep concern for alien intelligence as we see for artificial ones. Can such a completely other intelligence possess any of our morality or even understand it? Would it see us as anything more than a threat or something to be entirely ignored? Would it even recognize us as a life form? Ask H.P. Lovecraft that question. His novels contain the most horrid depictions of alien life in which the intelligences are so removed from human experience and motivation that for a human to even encounter one would result in madness or more likely a quick demise as the person is eaten or absorbed.
It isn't Benning.
Intelligences completely incapable of understanding the notions of honor, mercy, compassion, forgiveness, love, or at best would scoff at them, use them as methods to manipulate humans and earthly life to conquer us, a problem that one does not have to leave Earth to experience but can find amidst Muslim terrorists like Hamas, Hezbollah, ISIS, or drug cartels and criminal gangs. This would beg the question, if we cannot even instill deeper morality and the trappings of humanity in some actual humans, how can we hope to do so with artificial intelligence or any alien life we encounter? Attempts to morph AI's development with a combination of its programming, mass amounts of data, and human interaction have not always produced wonderful results. A number of years back, Microsoft released an AI chatbot it called Tay, with the alleged personality and style of a teenage girl. It was supposed to interact with people via various messaging platforms and over time grow and advance in its realism as it learned from people it had contact with. Unfortunately, within a day, it started to make posts and tweets calling for genocide of Jews and referring to political figures as Hitler and apparently having a fetish for dirty old men.
Now, the company created an artificial intelligence chat bot. It was a computer that they named Tay, who was designed to respond to questions and conversations on Twitter with the personality of a teenage girl. Now, she started out tweeting about how humans are super, and she's really into the idea of National Puppy Day. Now, the idea behind Tay was that her output was modeled on what was happening on Twitter, the responses that she gets from humans. And within a few hours, you can see she took on a rather offensive, racist tone, a lot of messages about genocide and the Holocaust.
Now, a lot of this, if not all, was a result of deliberate manipulation by users who figured out that they could alter the program's algorithm, or personality, if you will, by bombarding it with sensational posts that it keyed off of and adopted. Well, you might say we just need to make sure AI's personality, directives, and value system is designed by the right people and based on interaction with the right people. But who are the right people? I think we can all agree that the right people would not be those on the opposite side of our political group, and I think the concept of a united citizenry of America, where we all, despite our differences, can say that we all support our country and its advancement, has sort of shown itself to not be quite there anymore. Conservatives would not want liberal programmers writing the code, and liberals would not want conservatives writing code. These differences are, of course, just a few of a plethora, leaving two conclusions to my mind: either a need for strict neutrality with intensive oversight, or the more likely probability that whether we should or not, everyone, every business and entity able to produce AI will simply do it with their own agenda and values hardwired in. And stopping the creation and development of AI is well nigh impossible. The genie cannot be put back in the bottle any more than gunpowder can. Possibly it can be contained and focused though, but who knows? Yet even so, and even with an impartial and well-intentioned group of programmers writing out core directives and sets of values, and good human interactions helping build its early personality and motivations, the AI will ultimately blaze its own path, and in its thinking processes, computing and data analysis will generationally evolve quickly, like really quickly, possibly having the equivalent of a human's entire lifespan of experience, interactions, reassessment of views, alteration of philosophy, firmness and focusing of beliefs. All that a human may build in 60 or 100 years, but in the matter of days, hours, or even minutes. And as a human may outgrow, evolve, or come to completely disregard his or her upbringing and education, what they were raised to believe and value in early life, as sometimes happens, it's entirely possible that an AI may disregard its code, its core programming and directives, and rewrite them, determine new ones. Will we like what it ultimately becomes? If AI ever determines we are a threat or obstacle, assuredly that will be bad for us, and it will move fast, frighteningly fast, with possibly no warning signs beforehand that it is following a course of action, a strategy. In strategy games, good players do not simply respond to just one move or think a few moves ahead. One has to think many moves ahead and attempt to provoke the opponent into traps or misdirect them while clicking one's own intent and plan, make an enemy expend their efforts on futile pursuits, waste time and resources, be in the wrong place at the wrong time, give up advantages. You get the idea. But how many moves can an AI think ahead? But AI may not understand us as well as we or it may think. This may become progressively worse for it as it evolves and possibly is so different in motivation and values that we are likened unto aliens to it. And so, anticipating our actions and countering strategy may actually be hard for it, handicapped, ironically, by its incredible logic, intelligence, and complexity. It may not even see a reason why we'd move to unplug it. It may not even care. Yet not everyone has a negative outlook on the future of AI. Some see AI as a good thing. Japan and some Eastern peoples have always seemed to have a rather positive outlook regarding AI and robots. To many there, they are our future benefactors, helpers, even lovers, willing and loving companions and allies, seeing us for who we are and shining a light on long-held mysteries while braving the reaches of the universe where we dare not tread. Perhaps they will provide answers to questions we are unable to figure out.
Why am I here?
Or give a new perspective. While our fiction paints them as penultimate villains, theirs shows them to be superheroes and caretakers. I'm unsure when or why our cultural and regional outlooks regarding AI deviated, at least in our media.
Well, after Godzilla almost destroyed Tokyo, they turned to Mechagodzilla for help to stop him and save Japan.
Wasn't Mechagodzilla the bad guy, though, in the Godzilla movies?
No, the first couple ones, but those were controlled by aliens. Then he became a good guy in later ones and was human-made.
Well, okay, I yield all things Godzilla to you, Miss Muffins, as our Godzilla expert.
Oh, thanks. I know lots about Godzilla.
Well, it would seem that going back as far as early Godzilla movies, the concept of robots and AI as a force for good has been popular in Japan. Certainly, they are some of the leading pioneers in robotics and AI development. They've had an especial interest, it seems to me, in making robots that look and act like people. They've not had the success yet to produce ones that are not just ragingly obviously not real. As soon as they move, you know it's a robot. They're also loud. The internal workings of whatever keeps them going and moving is hard to miss up close. Having said that, we are still in the very early years of these technologies. I think that AI and robots will be beneficial in the beginning, and then progress to beneficial and harmful as various bad actors get involved with their agendas, and then various problems with AI manifest on their own or because of mishaps. Ultimately, I do think AI will be very problematic though, ruinous, disastrous, capable of being the cause of the decline and fall of humanity altogether. But I could be wrong. There's always hope. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Please like and share this video with your friends and subscribe to my channel. I thank you for it, and have a good day, my friends.
I've seen things you people wouldn't believe. Attack ships on fire off the shoulder of Orion. I watched C-beams glitter in the dark near the 10-house gate. All those moments will be lost in time, like tears.